morning, morning! It's Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. And the people. It's Patrick. The people. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people.
Know when you see 'em 'cause they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. Until I know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us. And no one can take this 'cause we got their fists. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Oh, yeah, here we are. We are back live in the studio today.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back. What a great day that we had yesterday, man.
Man, that was fun. That was
Yeah, no, it was a hell of a lot of fun. We got to, interview Coach Bones.
Yep.
We got to interview Lauren and Eden.
Yeah.
We got to interview Michael Dampierre. So, yeah, I think it was,
I think it was a success, man.
it was a really good time.
And I saw, I was kind of watching numbers and stuff just to kind of compare, because we were all just in one source yesterday.
Yeah.
Just YouTube. We were
Yeah.
having, so, that's what I said. I said, I knew it was going to be a kind of a trial and error thing. We just got to try it out and see, what we need and where we need to improve on. But, man, that live yesterday, just on Facebook alone, has had over 1,000 views.
That's
So
awesome. That's great.
Awesome, man.
No, it's great. And big thanks to Brad Elkins out at Hibbett Sports there at the Hot Springs Mall for being so hospitable, letting us set up in there and have a good time with him. Man, he's always a lot of fun.
So, I don't know if you're noticing comments already this morning.
What?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Latasha and Mistress. Good morning, Degenerate Jim, Heath. What's up, y'all? So, Tactical posted yesterday on Facebook.
I did see that.
Did you see that? Yeah. A little text message thread from a wrong
I
number.
wondered if he did because I was like, that's pretty classic. It reminded me of something, a story I've told to some extent.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved the adaptation and the addition of the background that he had.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure that guy looked at that and went,
Nope.
number blocked. I will never make that mistake again. Blocked. I might get rid of my phone. I need a new phone now.
They're packing up, moving houses and everything.
No, we gotta go, honey. It's not
time.
safe here. It's not safe here anymore, Judith.
Well, thank you, Mistress. She said she watched the show yesterday. She wanted to stop by, but she had to work. So.
No, I understand, man. It was great. It was such a good time just being able to, hang out and talk to all those people. I just thought it was fascinating. I really liked Coach Bones' low-key demeanor.
Dude, he is
Man,
like
his blood pressure is just as stable as it gets right there, man. Dude's a perfect example of what you can do with emotional control.
Right?
That dude's got it.
Dude, it is
he's
crazy.
Like, the motto is say less, do more, or do more, say less.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was just like, yeah, that says it all.
Yeah, man.
That really does.
It's
crazy. That fits you and it fits them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I thought that was a pretty cool motto to have.
I just, man, I can't, I just can't imagine what he's like to play for, in practice and everything, because I assume that's where the emotion comes out.
I want to know where the yelling happens.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because every time I've talked to him, man, he is cool as a cucumber.
Yeah. The other thing yesterday, and not like I need another project to put on my to-do list, but now I've got one.
Yeah.
Because we were, talking to Eden and Lauren after the interview.
Yeah.
And Eden was like, you know, and at first I was like, I don't know how to take that. You know, I'm not sure, is that a compliment? She said, you know, you have a voice I could sleep to. And I was like, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. She said, no, I don't mean it like that. She goes, have you ever heard of these sleep hypnosis videos?
Right.
And I was like, I'm not real familiar with it. She said, yeah, people with these low register voices, you know, kind of guide you into this meditative journey to sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I usually listen to one like every night.
Yeah.
For real.
She said, you could do like a 3-hour video and probably kill it.
Yeah?
And I was like, really? Are you serious? And I said, I've narrated a lot of things. I mean, I've done college courses, I've done film work, video, you know, obviously radio stuff.
Right.
And she goes, you should really do. And I was like, you know, I'm put that on my list. I might just
Think about it.
Might do one.
Yeah.
You know, just see what happens.
So are you going to?
Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, probably so.
Wait.
I'll probably get Chat GPT to write something, you know, some kind of sleep hypnosis.
Are you going to
script.
do like a for real one?
Yeah. It would be fun to do another one, though.
Dude,
Like a
because I was
second
just thinking, like, there's going to be people going to sleep at night and waking up in the morning and, like, first thing being like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
Yeah.
I just
You're just
put
going to
that-
hypnotize everybody
Well,
to think
I'll
like
guide
Angry
'em-
Patrick.
I'll guide them into sleep, and then once they get to sleep, I'll start.
That's where you
that's
plant
where-
the
yeah,
subliminal,
that's where
you
it'll
know,
come in and be
mood
like-
changes.
Yeah, your husband's a real dick. He's a loser. I only love Patrick. I know the kids don't need to go to school. You need to hear Patrick and the people.
Right.
Yeah, no, I do think it'd be fun.
Hey, dude, this could work into, like, your whole being, you know, able to officiate weddings and everything, too.
Yeah.
You could like have like two different versions. You know,
Oh,
the one
yeah.
where they hate their husband and only love Patrick
yeah.
and get
That's-
divorced.
that's it.
And then switch them over to the upgraded version where they get married and use you as an officiant, and then back to the old version
I
and
see.
just keep, you know,
I see. Just recycle it. Yeah.
great business plan.
No, really good. He said, I listen to ghost stories told in the rain every night.
Oh,
That's interesting.
that is.
That's an interesting idea conceptually.
What's up, Mikey G from Dad's After
Tasha
Dark?
Mack
He
said,
says,
I
"What's
do
up?"
guided meditations and they truly work. You know, hey, I'm not familiar with them, but when she said that, I was like, well, it sounds like an interesting thing to do.
In all honesty, she is kind of right. Like, you do have what would I'm assuming you'd be able to use it in that tone, and I don't mean this in any other way, but like a soothing,
Yes.
low key, you know,
Yeah, of course.
just like that tone right there.
Yeah.
Like, I could see someone absolutely falling asleep to that.
Yeah, I used to do kind of a guided meditation for Laura when we first met.
Did you?
All jokes aside, yeah, absolutely. I had a staple story I used to tell myself. It's not even a story as much as it was just kind of putting you on a river,
Right.
floating down the river and talking about, you know, what you see as you're floating. Yeah, exactly. That's it. There it is.
Yeah, see?
There it is, right there. Instant success. Instant hypnosis. See, the problem is then people who listen at night are going to tune in the morning and feel compelled to go back to sleep. Be like, man, I'll listen to you all. You make me so sleepy now. I can't do it anymore, Patrick.
We'll hook them up with my
I kill
new...
my ratings with the success of the hypnosis.
Well, we'll just have to start doing the podcast at night.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll just put you to sleep as we talk. Yeah, just go to sleep to us. Rich and I are going to put you to sleep. We're going to rock the baby right now. That'd be the name of the show, Rocking the Baby with Rich and Patrick. All right. Let's get into some news you can use here and see what we got going on. Two Delta jets collided at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Air traffic control says the jets, one coming from Charlotte, the other headed to Richmond, were on a taxiway, and the right wing bumped the nose of the other plane. Not good. Never good.
Nope.
Delta says a flight attendant being treated for a minor injury, but otherwise, they're just saying, hey, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, you know what? That
Here's
air
some
traffic
miles.
controller was sitting there going, yeah, you know what? I'm not getting paid right now.
Here's some miles.
Here's a hotel voucher.
Your food choices are about to become a little safer. Walmart making change to food ingredients in line with the administration's new rules. The nation's largest retailer is removing synthetic dyes and over 30 other ingredients from private label brands. That includes some preservatives, sugar substitutes, fat substitutes, RFK Jr. announced plans to phase out 8 synthetic food dyes in the U.S. earlier this year. Walmart says the changes will roll out over the next few months.
Okay.
That's pretty great, really.
I mean, it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Walmart's been having a lot of things lately.
T-Mac said, it's very hard for me to find a voice that I actually like. A lot of them have accents that bother me. I personally prefer American voices. I think your voice would be perfect. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I turn on sports when I can't sleep, out like a light real quick. Turkey, I can understand what you're saying there. I just close my eyes and I'm asleep. Brad, yeah, you're on your feet all day. You're on the run, man. You're like a track star, basically. I mean, that's all you do is run all day, move around. Yeah, you probably do. You get still. I bet if you stand still, you fold a shirt and set it down a little too long, you'll be asleep.
Mikey G says on Facebook, I wouldn't mind going to sleep with Patrick every night. Wait. Pause.
I'm not sure if that's making the case or not right there, Mikey. I appreciate you, though. Let's see. We don't care about that, I promise you. It's sweater weather. One bear is all in. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife shared a story of a porch pirate bear, including a video on social media. The bear grabbed a package with a sweater in it. The department noted in the post, friendly reminder, if you order DoorDash, Uber Eats, or other food, pick it up right away. Porch pirates come in all forms, including furry and four-legged. Man, that would be a trip. To order DoorDash, and you open the door and there was
Just
a bear.
chilling there eating your food. Like, hey, thanks for the Big Mac.
Nope. I'm going back to bed. Turn Patrick back on. I got to go to sleep. Can't do this.
Playing it outside for the bear.
That's right. That's what we need to put the bear to sleep.
Right.
Yeah. Bear's like, wow,
that's nice and soothing.
I don't know what that is, but I like it.
I wanted the Big Mac, but now I'm just
I just want to sleep. Multiple reports the U.S. will provide Ukraine with intelligence to conduct missile strikes inside Russia. The report cites U.S. officials saying the long-range strikes will target the energy infrastructure. The U.S. also considering sending missiles that could be used in the strikes and are asking NATO allies to provide similar support. Let's see. Stephen King is the most banned author, apparently, in the United States. He is the nonprofit PEN America recorded 7,000 instances last year of books being banned across almost half the country, the majority in Florida, Texas, Tennessee. Found the most banned books were by best-selling horror author Stephen King. His books were banned over 200 times last year. He blasted it on social media and suggested people read his books to see what all the moaning is about. Well, I've read, when I was a kid, Stephen King was my favorite author.
Right.
And I probably read, no exaggeration, 20 of his books maybe.
Okay.
Including I read The Stand 3 times and The Dark Tower at least twice.
Okay.
And while I love Stephen King, if it's in like the high school library, I guess I'd be okay with it.
Right.
But it certainly shouldn't be anywhere lower than that.
Elementary. Yeah.
It's a lot of graphic, adult-oriented, crazy psycho stuff in that.
I mean,
look, people have often said if Stephen King wasn't a writer, he would have been a killer. He'd be murdering people, and you would not want to see that face above you with a knife. I'll tell you that right now.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. I was looking up on that because I was like, all right, fair enough. Like, Stephen King I've never read any of his books, but I've seen movies.
Sure.
And heard the same thing, and I was like, why are so many of his books banned? But I mean, that's pretty much it. It's at schools that have banned his books, which I'm like, that's understandable, man.
Look, kids don't get to read everything at school.
Yeah. I don't want my 5-year-old reading Pet Cemetery.
Should we put Kama Sutra in there?
Right?
Should we go ahead and put that in there? I mean, why not? Kids need to at some point learn all the positions, right?
What's up?
Especially if they're hooking up with teachers. It'd probably be helpful as a primer. What? Hey, Ms. Jones, look at page 37. Let's try that. I'm trying to be part of the solution here, Rich. Trying to be part of the solution. A lawsuit.
Mom, Dad, I'm gonna be up in my room all night. I've got a book report due
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's right. That's right. It's a real long report. Very hard. A lawsuit over Nirvana's 1991 album cover for Nevermind dismissed. Spencer Eldon, he was the kid photographed. He was the naked baby on the album's cover. He filed a lawsuit claiming the image was child porn, and his guidelines or his guardians didn't consent to the photo being used.
Stop.
The judge ruled that neither the pose, focal point setting, nor overall context suggests the album cover features sexually explicit content. He also pointed out that Eldon has embraced and profited off that image by signing memorabilia and referring to himself as the Nirvana baby.
Right. For real.
His attorneys are going to appeal the ruling.
Stop.
So they got to learn somehow, Patrick. That's right, T-Mac. That's right. What's up, David Montez?
In other news, what? Next is going to be the, what was it? The dancing baby little GIF cartoon
That's
thing?
right. It's going to be everything, buddy. Everybody wants a piece of your pie. Pause. A Springfield teen accused of vandalizing 17 cars in a Missouri State University freshman parking lot and ChatGPT plus his cell phone data helped bust him. Ryan Joseph Schaefer, now charged with felony first-degree property damage. His phone was put in the parking lot at the time of the crime, and he also talked to the chat bot after the crime. Investigators say they found a conversation with ChatGPT in which he described damaging vehicles and asked if he could go to jail. And that was used against him in a court of law, as he's an idiot. Little Doggy said there's only been one good adaptation of a Stephen King book, and that's Gary Sinise's version of The Stand. All other movies are crap.
Really?
I would have to...
Wasn't The Shining wasn't that?
That is a Stephen King book.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. I would probably counter that. While I sentimentally like that version of The Stand, it is decent. It's way better than the most recent one that came out, which was absolute trash. But I would say Misery, even though they changed some of the end, is a really good adaptation. But the best adaptation is The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes from a story in a novella from Stephen King. I think there were 4 stories
I
in
didn't
it.
know that.
Yeah, and so that's a Stephen King. Christine, Stephen King, Pet Sematary, Cujo, the Dark Tower. There's just a ton of them that have been made into movies. Yeah,
That's awesome.
and otherwise,
Montez said that dude gets a kendo stick for
free.
Sorry, I've got some PTSD.
Yeah,
from
you
that,
can't
man.
even say kendo stick.
Yeah,
man.
dude. It's,
That
I looked this
special.
morning. I still got some bruising
you?
back there, man. It's crazy.
Man, I
Take
hate
some
that.
Tylenol that day.
The executioner may or may not have gotten carried away in that moment.
Take
I don't
Tylenol,
know.
man. It's gonna make my ADHD
Oh no,
worse.
it made it worse. I've got a thing on.
Squirrel.
Anyway, the world's foremost chimp researcher and nature activist, you know her, Jane Goodall, died at the age of 91.
Yeah.
They announced her death on social media. She was in California on a speaking tour at the time of her death, hopefully not speaking. She started her research on chimps in the wild in 1960 and was able to prove that primates display behavior similar to humans. She lived with them for decades. She later made it her mission to free them, the chimps used in labs for experiments. She earned a PhD in ethology. That's the study of animal behavior, and was just the 8th person to be allowed to study for a doctorate without a college degree. She wrote dozens of books. The Institute said she died of natural causes. She was a United Nations Messenger of Peace in 2022. She leaves behind her son Hugo and 3 grandkids. Yeah, I remember seeing her on TV when I was a kid.
Right.
You know, her and who's the other guy from the San Diego Zoo? Jim. There's another guy that maybe it's not Jim. I'm trying to remember, but the Green Mile. I forgot about that one, man. Little doggy, Green Mile. Yeah. What was it? John Coffey. Man,
Yeah.
what a great character he is.
Yep.
Yeah. I miss that actor, Michael Clark Duncan. He was such a good actor, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired, boss. I'm
It
tired.
was.
Yeah, he was great. The Senate did us a favor They failed to pass a bill to fund the government, so the government's still shut down.
Right.
Congratulations. They can't screw you more when they're not there. That's the great thing about it. They can't screw me more when they ain't there. So I'm not even mad. They'll figure it out one day, or they won't. It'll all be Portland soon enough. See any story about Portland and understand what I'm saying. The police have said, we're just observers now. We try to stop maybe murder, but maybe not. I don't know. They literally showed this video clip in Portland because Antifa kind of took over.
Yeah.
Like thousands of them rolled out, right?
Right.
And so they showed this video of this reporter, and they were chasing her, and I mean they're hitting her, they're chasing her. She got hit with a flagpole, had a black eye. I mean they're trying to hurt her,
Right.
And this guy runs in, some regular passerby or whatever runs in and gets her out. And the police said, "What happened there?" And he goes, "But I got her out." And they said, "Oh, well, good." And I was like, "What do you mean, well, good? You're sitting there watching it happen,
Right?
you bunch of punks."
Wow.
But they've been told to stand down.
Yeah, that's what
Not to exacerbate the situation. And I'm like, at what point do we tell police to stand down? So as not to make it worse. Hold on, who's running what?
Right.
Who's running what now?
Look.
Come on over here. Listen, move states. Come from Portland. Come on down to Little Rock real quick.
And try and
Just come right over here to the studio. Let's see how long it takes for that to end. I promise you, you will not make it long pulling that shit here.
So
sorry.
It's funny you mentioned this
Yeah.
because I saw it earlier this morning when I was just waking up and kind of scrolling through and whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently, ICE.
Did you see they? Oh, go ahead.
No. What were you about to say?
Did you see, again, same place? These guys, sometimes they're so dumb, bro. They're so dumb. They first they vandalized, then lit on fire a bus they thought was an ICE bus.
Oh, my gosh.
It was Ice Cube's tour bus.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God.
Oh, my God.
Lit it on fire, bro. Burned it up.
Wow.
Come on, man.
I got to see. So what this is, yeah, here it goes. This one happened to run in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get the sound up here real quick so you can hear it.
Okay. What is this?
So these are ICE. This is what I was getting at. ICE has now come out with commercials recruiting people.
Okay.
And just playing like you're watching Hulu, whatever.
Okay.
And all of a sudden it'll go to a All of a sudden it'll go to a commercial and it'll be like your law enforcement officers took an oath to protect and serve. But when it comes to sanctuary cities, they're told to stand down. Join ICE and help catch the worst of the worst. $50,000 sign-on bonus. Like all kinds of crazy stuff.
$50,000.
Yeah, dude.
Shit, man, no.
Enforcement, you took an oath to protect and serve, to keep your family, your city safe. But in sanctuary cities, you're ordered to stand down, while dangerous illegals walk free. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst.
This is the ICE TV spot looking to poach officers
Wow.
from...
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's intense, actually, but probably effective.
That's what I mean.
Probably effective. I mean, $50,000.
$50,000, man, as a sign-on bonus.
Said, that mobile ice cube melted. Yes, no, it did. Absolutely did. And that ice cube did melt. That's for sure. Yeah. No,
Tactical said I could buy a few guns with $50K. Yeah.
you could. You absolutely could, man. And you know what?
You could run the ICE farm.
You probably would be a flawless candidate for them. I'll be honest. They probably hire you twice.
Right.
We'll pay you twice.
No, it's 100% real. I know I got you all with the the Podcasters Day thing, but you can go to Google and search it up.
Real.
It's multiple news outlets have reported on it. It's crazy.
Wow, that's wild, man.
Right.
That's wild.
It's just that's what got me is like, when have I ever seen just a normal, like I've seen it in the paper, sure. I've heard it
Yeah.
on the news, on the
No,
local
they
radio,
get hired.
right. Like, there's a job opening.
But it'd be like, it's
Or they're
it's just so dark, is what it is. It'd be like if you
I
saw
think
a
that's,
commercial
yeah.
and it was like, we know that in Florida there are many child predators.
Right.
We need officers to bust pedophiles and get these people off the street. You'd be like, God damn.
Right?
I don't know, hold on a second.
Like, man, I'm kind of feeling called to,
Let's go. What's going on here? Let's see. My neighbor's an EMT. He applied to join.
What's up, Robert?
His son on bonus would just be $14,000. $50,000 is based on military salary. Okay. All right.
Oh.
I don't know what that exactly means, but okay. Yes.
Right.
I'll take it. A New York City housing authority, including a building in the Bronx,
I get what
partially collapsed yesterday morning after an explosion in the boiler room. Listen, if you live in New York and there's an explosion and a building starts to, you're tripping.
Right.
You're like, oh, not again. Come on, man. That's the first thing I thought is, oh, my God. How many people were like,
Oh, my God, yeah.
Videos show a massive hole in the side of the 20-story building with an entire corner gone. The Mitchell House complex has about 3,500 residents and 1,700 units over 10 buildings. It was built in 1966. Amazingly, no injuries or deaths have been reported. That's pretty wild, bro.
Right? Brad said the Bad Bunny didn't want to play in the U.S. for fear of ICE raiding his shows.
That's what he said.
Isn't he who just got named that's supposed to...
He's going to do the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they're saying that ICE
He just did
agents
SNL.
will be like, yeah.
Look, I don't know about. I think sometimes things you get carried away, and I think let's focus. If you want to focus on the bad people, focus on the bad people.
Right.
But I hear it. The White House froze $18 billion in New York City infrastructure funding yesterday, hours after the government shut down. The budget director said the money was being paused to make sure it wasn't flowing based on unconstitutional principles. So they'll argue about that. I don't even want to discuss that. That's too much. It's too deep.
I kind of hope if he does play the Super Bowl and they have ICE agents there, maybe we'll get like a little, I don't know, mock-up or something of the old Blues Brothers movies. He just escapes through the stage and.
I think Bad Bunny's fine to be. I'm pretty sure he has a visa. Pretty sure he can come here and perform pretty legally. So.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I think he's just fine.
Might make me watch the Super Bowl.
Just make it like the whole time, like he's trying to escape.
Right, they're like running down the stairs to try and get him.
Beforehand,
right,
where like he's running from him, right? And they use the live footage outside, and then he's running to the stage. He sings, and then he flees. Yes,
exactly.
That'd be brilliant.
Why not make it a show?
Brilliant marketing.
Come
idea.
on, man.
Brilliant marketing idea right there. Brilliant marketing. I would absolutely,
all the ICE agents like flooding down.
I would absolutely watch that. Yeah, and then at the end they do a song. They're the backup singers.
Right.
Yeah, all the
absolutely.
time. Yes. Backup singers. Shit, they got us. Damn it, ICE. Need ICE agents who can sing. Please audition. No, we did enjoy singing with you, Bad Bunny. You still got to go.
Right.
Get in the van.
What's up, Beck? How you doing?
Let's see.
She says, good morning, Rich and Patrick.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Meta announced yesterday it'll start using conversations people have with its AI chatbot to target them with personalized ads.
Oh, who didn't see that one?
Yeah, that's right. Users will start seeing notices of the change next week. Won't take effect till the 16th of December. Meta already targets users with ads based on what they post and click on. But conversations with the chatbot could let users directly tell the company what they're shopping for or what problems they need solved. So what they're telling you, listen how they're positioning this. You could look at this as they're invading your privacy more.
Right.
Or you could just give in and help them help you. Help us target you with an ad. Look, you're going to get ads.
Right.
Don't you want it to be the ones you want?
Right.
We're here to help.
No.
Are you? Are you, though? Here to help?
Because my search history is based on when I'm talking to you, and
Right.
are two completely different things.
Yeah. No, my search history, just for what we talk about. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Dude, what kind of person would you think I might be?
I mean,
You look think this guy's kind of a ghoul.
gotta look up some
but he's got a
crazy ass
great
things.
sense of humor.
Right.
But he's a ghoul. What does he always? No, never mind.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, man?
Oh no, we'll save that for later. Hold on, that one's coming up later. All right, a woman. This is a good story. A woman missing for 2 days in the Idaho wilderness rescued after a group of dirt bikers discovered her miles from her abandoned car. Heather Wayment found barefoot, injured, disoriented. The bikers gave her food, reassured her, helped guide rescuers to the location. With their assistance, an ambulance transported her to a hospital, and officials praised both the bikers and search teams for ensuring her safe recovery.
Dang.
Wow, that's wild, man. I wonder if she, had a head injury from the car accident and just wandered off, or if maybe it threw her and she just, I don't know. That's wild right there. A teller at a Latham, New York credit union prevented an elderly man from losing $30,000 to scammers, recognizing warning signs and contacting the cops. Officers confirmed the man had been targeted, set up a sting operation, and arrested the suspects on multiple charges. Credit union leaders praised the teller's quick action and stressed the importance of being alert to fraud attempts, which they say occur frequently. Hey, well, that is a good lookout right there.
Els1 Gaming said, great, getting a Terminator to help us with shopping. They're going to kill us just because of people coming to customer service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You got to thin the herd, bro. It's got to happen. Just,
What's up, Aaron?
Good morning, Aaron. What's up, man? A young couple in India is getting a divorce because their pets don't get along. Yeah. You don't need to know any more than that.
Right?
Do you?
That sums it all up there.
That does. Because you need this, Holiday Inn Express has launched the world first scent-based alarm clocks at hotels in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and select in Singapore and Thailand. In other future news, Holiday Inn Express is being sued for pollution that caused cancer in the form of a aerosol alarm. Come on, man. A Florida woman won a Mortal Kombat tournament video game while holding her 5-day-old baby. As the
commitment.
At the tournament, she held the baby in her arms while working through the bracket. She took home $28 and a dream trip to Atlanta.
Nice.
A dream trip to Atlanta, I said. Big budget production there. $28.
$28.
And a trip to DreamHack Atlanta. I don't even know what that is. It's not even just a stay up in Atlanta.
Welcome to the indies of video game tournaments.
Right? No doubt, man. Yeah. Okay. 6 people filmed themselves hanging a tarp on the Hollywood sign and getting arrested to advertise a cryptocurrency business. The LAPD arrested the group over the weekend. They trespassed at the sign, tried to hang the banner. Jake Hillhouse, a content creator and crypto entrepreneur, led the stunt to promote the platform. In a video, he showed the entire process from buying supplies. You see, everything is a production now,
Right.
isn't it? Everything is a production, just like protests. Everything's a production. It's crazy. No.
He said
no.
fart clock coming to Motel 6.
Fart clock. Yeah, I don't remember whose concert it is. There's a, God, who is it? I was reading it yesterday. It's a pop group, I want to say.
Yeah.
It is. I know it's pop. But they said that they're having a problem with people that they have a serial farter coming to all their concerts. And I'm like, no, you don't. You have somebody heard about it one time,
And
now
so-
fart spray is going nuts.
Right.
People are getting sick and stuff because people are dumping their fart spray in mass quantities at these concerts because, everybody's talking about it. So I'm like, yeah, the more you talk about it, you know what you're doing. You're going to make it happen. These people are coming out in droves with fart spray now. You bring 10 at every show.
Here's the problem, man. We've
Yeah.
got fart concerts. We've got dildo throwing basketball games.
Yeah.
Clearly, the people are bored with whatever production y'all are putting on anymore. Like, We need to up the game here or something.
We got to do
'cause
something, man.
When we're having to bring our own entertainment to the entertainment,
Well,
just saying.
doctors are warning people, hey, don't tape your mouth shut at night, even though it's a trend on TikTok. Some people use mouth tape to try to breathe through their nose while they sleep, but experts say it's probably dangerous. Breathing through your nose is better than breathing through your mouth because your nose filters air, warms, humidifies it, lowers blood pressure. Mouth breathing causes dry mouth, bad breath, tooth problems, sleep apnea. But it says mouth tape is risky if you have blocked nose, sleep apnea, or other breathing problems. So, yeah, I mean, who would have thought taping your mouth closed was a bad idea?
Right.
I don't know.
It's just, 2 of your breathing holes.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah. AOL's dial-up internet service finally shut down on Tuesday. I said AOL's dial-up. You've got mail.
Dude, right now, there is some grandpa or grandma somewhere out in some rinky-dink country town that we're still on internet access.
Absolutely.
Having an absolute conniption fit over that the
Absolutely.
internet's not working anymore.
That's right. I told you, Harold. I told you to pay the bill. God damn it, Bessie, I did. DoorDash.
Trust me, it was just about to load the line of her boobs.
Took me a year to get this picture to fill in like a puzzle. Damn it, I was going to see a nipple. Hadn't seen one since 63. Hers point due south. I don't get down there much. DoorDash announced a new delivery robot called Dot this week, but people online are already joking about destroying it. Of course they are. Why would you? That's the next big wave. All these delivery bots are going to be abducted. Your food's never going to make it. It's never going to make it. You're going to order food, abducted. You're going to have to report a food abduction.
I got to pause for just a second.
What is your problem?
Babysitter's calling me.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll continue on and carry forth. Let us know how it goes. Let's see. Yep. Let's get into a little bit of sports news here, and then we'll actually take a break as well. New Orleans is going to host the college football title game in 2028 at the Caesars Superdome. The game will be played Monday, January 24th, 28, after the 2027 regular season and playoff rounds. This will be the 14th title game in the CFP era and the second time New Orleans has hosted. The city becoming the third location to host the championship twice. Atlanta has hosted twice in 2018, 2025. South Florida will have its second appearance on this season on January 19th at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, and then they hosted back in 2021. Who are the hottest Heisman candidates through September? Well, at least according to these guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is the favorite at plus 600. He's thrown for about 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns with only one pick and about a 75% completion. He led Oregon to an overtime win at Penn State. Oklahoma's John Mateer has been leading the Sooners. He's got about 1,200 yards, 190 rushing, 11 TDs, but he is out with a hand injury. Miami's edge rusher Reuben Bain Jr., 22 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, a pick, and a forced fumble in 4 games. That's a lot. That's domination. Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia has 11 passes and touchdowns and leads his team in rushing while keeping them unbeaten. Vanderbilt looks pretty salty right now. I don't know if they can go the distance, but they look pretty damn good. The Browns have sat Joe Flacco. An agency representing, what is this? They got the wrong story here, but the Browns did bench Joe Flacco. They have lots of people on there to throw in there. So somebody, is Shadur Sanders there? Put him out there. Hell, can't be worse. Maybe it could. If you love Xbox Game Pass, you're about to have less cash every month. Microsoft announced a massive 50% price increase for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Went from $19.99 to $29.99 a month, effective now. The company is also renaming some of the tiers. Core becomes Essential, Standard becomes Premium, though those prices aren't changing in most regions. PC Game Pass is also going up from $12 to $16.50. Microsoft says Ultimate's getting its biggest update yet. Yes, and we need a lot more money for that update. All right, we'll be back here in just a minute with more.
I gotta pump the brakes just for your sake. I'm gonna lose it the way you're touching me. No, 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 I can't make a mistake. Oh Lord, it's for our own sake. Oh Lord, it's for our own damn sake. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. You keep pushing and I've been pulling. Got me wanting to break all the rules and don't know how much longer I can. Don't know how much longer I can take this. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. No, no, no. Can't wear that kind of dress and expect I'm not a mess. How the hell am I supposed to not want you? Those legs go all the way to heaven. Question is, am I going to hell? I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. The pads are done and the rotors are crying. I'm about to crash into you, but I ain't dying. You should've never slowed down. You should've never slowed down. There's no stopping now, but I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. I'm about to hit it so hard it might be totaled. No, 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 no. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. No matter how far we've come, we're always 7 steps back. It's hard staying calm while I'm under attack. Just like that. Outside agitators have somehow made it inside. All these wannabe dictators, none on the same side, but they all aim to divide. How can we reach higher if we're down on the ground? Shots fired. It's that kind of small town. Nobody if we're down on the ground. Shots fired. It's that kind of small town. Nobody locks their doors, but too many killers around. Hey, if you have to die, it's better in a ball gown. Rat-a-tat-tat, reload. Rat-a-tat-tat.
What do you got going on there? Can you hear us now?
It's because whatever
What's going
that
on here?
It's whatever that scene is that we cut to when we're going to the music. It's
We're going to change all this
Yeah.
next week.
yeah, we'll get working on it.
Next week, it's all, every song's gone. It's all instrumentals going forward. Every song gone, wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
All-
more AI
all
songs?
instrumentals.
No, dude.
All instrumentals. Yeah. That'll be good.
You're trying to put everybody to sleep before
No,
even
I
doing
just
the
did. There'll be good instrumentals, man. Come on, man.
All right, but
Stop.
we'll see.
But that way, you know, it's just easy, man. All right. See if they have audio now. Can you hear us now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You should.
Yeah.
I see it moving. Yeah.
Okay.
They said, spin the wheel, Patrick.
I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it. Okay, so lay out you've got a new.
Yeah. So this is so last week we had started the am I an a-hole segment, and Brandon's not here, so we can't throw up the vote, but everybody can just chime in with their comments
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
So this one was actually sent to me by a friend. They had heard that we were doing this last week, and they were like, "Hey, I've got one of your am I the a-hole story kind of things," and
Okay.
this happened to them. They've asked to remain anonymous, and
Okay, that's fine.
so I've respected that. But let me pull it up here real quick. Here, I got it on my phone. All right, so because I had posted about this, give me just a second here. Mm-hmm. So what they are, and I want to read it in full here. So let's see. Okay. So this is what they said. So I own a small independent boutique style shop in my town. I sell a mix of home decor, clothing, and unique finds. Recently, I started going to Goodwill, Salvation Army, and other thrift stores to source up some of my inventory. I usually find pieces, $3 to $10, clean them up, sometimes repaint or repurpose them, and then resell them in my shop for anywhere from $25 to $60, depending on the item, okay?
Right,
They
right.
said to me, this is just business. It keeps my store stocked with cool, one-of-a-kind
Yes.
customers. Plus, the money I spend at Goodwill, it still goes to their charitable mission, right?
Right.
So they said, but a few weeks ago, a customer asked where I get my stuff. I was honest and told her that I source a lot from thrift stores. This person immediately got upset, saying I was ripping people off and taking items away from people who actually need them just to make a profit. Another person in town has since posted about my shop online, basically calling me a scammer for flipping thrift store finds and marking them up. Says now I'm conflicted. On one hand, I feel like I'm just doing what any other countless business owners do: buy low, sell high. I put in the time, effort, and presentation that Goodwill doesn't. On the other hand, I don't want to come across as predatory or unethical, especially since I rely on local support to keep my business alive. So they're basically saying, am I in the wrong here? Because now the town's kind of,
Yeah, because some people are saying such and such.
right, are basically
Right.
calling out and saying, hey,
Right.
you're scamming people. You're taking from, those that need it and, using it for your own profit. or
Sure,
whatever, which
sure.
I can understand that side of the argument. I mean, especially at Goodwill, if you're just, if you go in there and let's say, there's a whole rack of clothes or something that are,
Yeah.
popular clothes or something that are on
Right.
sale that, go in a store for $80 or $100 and you turn around and buy them for $5 and, then turn around and sell them for 25 or 30, like, yeah, the items that go to Goodwill are, I don't know.
Well,
That's my feeling on it.
first,
I understand.
I could say, first of all, the same thing people do with Amazon. I mean, you buy things at a low price and you resell them on Amazon. That's super common. We, as a nation, buy things from Taiwan, India, all kinds of places at a low price, sell them for high. That's called capitalism. However, let's put that aside. Let's go straight to the argument that, hey, you're taking stuff off the table of a poor person, someone who could go to a thrift shop and get it, and you're charging more somewhere else.
Right.
But that sounds right until you understand your concept of their model is wrong. Goodwill, Salvation Army, the Restore, these stores aren't for poor people. That poor people can shop there. You can get deals there as a poor person if that's what you're looking for. And
Yeah.
trust me, Goodwill's never going to run out of plastic cups or T-shirts. They got them. They got coats. They got all that stuff, But the money made from Goodwill goes to fund all of their programs. For example, as we've talked about, they have an entire 100% free job training program set up at Goodwill, the corporate Little Rock one, where they train people there's 18 different careers. They have
Right.
drop-in child care. They have an adult diploma, not a GED. You go in and get your diploma, high school diploma, and it's free to the community. So what they sell there directly goes to support their programs in the community. So the items for sale aren't for poor people. The money they make from it is from poor people. So to be honest with you, they couldn't give a shit if you come in and buy every bit of it,
Right.
and then take it next door and sell it for more. They don't care.
Right.
And if you think Goodwill's cheap, you hadn't been to Goodwill lately. I mean, they are cheap, but I'm saying, look, they raised their prices too.
Yeah.
And a few years ago, they raised their prices, I think, about 20%. So no, you're misunderstanding what Goodwill is. Yes, you can, like I said, get deals there, but you're not. Look, every year I hear at least 2 or 3 stories of someone who goes to a Goodwill, Salvation Army,
Right.
something like that, finds a painting that was some original Van Gogh and is worth $300,000, $30,000, $10,000, whatever it is, and nobody goes, "You piece of shit! You better not. If you sell it, you better give that money to Goodwill."
True.
Okay, why? But it's just like if you go to a yard sale. Look, if you go to a yard sale and someone's selling their album collection, and you find an OG copy of Led Zeppelin 1,
Yeah.
that might be worth some ducats, man, on vinyl.
Right.
You're not
Right.
going to go, "Hey, I should give you more for this." You're going to go, "You said 50 cents? You got any more of these?" That's what you're going to do, right? If you find Superman, Adventure Comics #1 with Superman or whatever number it is.
Yeah.
You find that there. Same thing, man.
I mean,
It's the same thing. The shopping is just a way to get the money they need to fund what they're doing, and it pays for the employees
Yeah.
who work there, who are the poorer people oftentimes. So 2 things you're doing by buying that stuff, whether you resell it or not, is you're supporting those local jobs and you're supporting the local programs.
yeah.
So no, you're not an asshole. And plus, I used to personally, I would take furniture pieces. I might buy a piece of furniture from a Goodwill,
Yeah.
or have furniture donated to me, and I might take it, refinish it completely, make it look brand new, and then sell it.
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. I did put in the work and the time, and he says, look, I have to clean it up. Sometimes I have to paint it. Sometimes I do this, I do that.
And I can understand that, but I think
Yeah.
like this person was also just talking in the aspect of like, going and buying a toaster from Goodwill for $3, plugging it in, seeing it works, and then selling the same toaster for
Okay.
$10.
If he can get
Like,
$10 for it, good for him. Did I enjoy that deal? Was it a good deal to me? Did I pay $10 for it happily because I didn't want to pay $25 at the store?
I mean,
Then-
fair
but-
enough, but
no.
somebody else could have
Okay,
needed that.
But somebody else
and-
wasn't there, and he paid the $3 they wanted. What is he supposed to give them 6? I'll give you more than you asked for because I'm going to resell it.
Right.
No, I'm going to give you exactly what you look. If I go to Amazon and Amazon has a clearance sale,
Right.
and they do it all the time. They have these flash sales that are crazy.
Yeah.
And then people will buy that shit. They'll go over to eBay, put it up on eBay, and sell it for more.
Yeah.
There's no crime in that. I'm giving them what they've asked for it. I'm not depriving anyone. Again, there'll be no shortage of plastic cups, hideous dishes, and ill-fitting T-shirts. They'll all be at Goodwill when you need them to be.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. You had mentioned that, like clearance racks and things. What about on that side of it? Because Rocky McGod commented on Facebook yesterday when I posted this and said people that hit up clearance racks and clean them out so no one else can buy them and then jack up the price. Those guys are douchebags.
I do think, to some extent, yes. I mean, again, if you're scooping up everything, like that, and maybe you're a little bit of a bag. But again, is that the price they asked for it? Look, I know lots of people who stock up on supplies who are prepper types.
Right.
And if they see a deal on a particular canned good or whatever it is, they'll buy up as many of them as they can to stock.
Dang.
Does that make them an asshole? No, it doesn't.
No.
What if that shirt was your favorite shirt ever and they had 10 of them? You might buy it. And go,
Right.
Yeah, I'll take that. How many of those stupid bowling shirts did Charlie have in Two and a Half
Men? Yeah.
They had to go somewhere and buy all those.
Yeah.
They bought somebody out. They cleared somebody out of stock, I promise you.
Lovey-Dovey said what they give back isn't nothing compared to what the CEOs make. And Latasha said the same thing. The CEOs actually profit the most. And
I don't know. I don't know. What the CEOs of either or those organizations make, and I don't know nationally, locally. I'm not sure. See, we have 49 Goodwills here. They're all owned locally by Arkansas Goodwill. So I don't know what the CEO in Arkansas makes, and I don't know what the national CEO makes.
I'm sure they
You
make
are right that oftentimes you do see, not just with charities, but with companies, exorbitant CEO rates.
Right.
They make arguments for that, but I do have a little bit of a problem with it's not my company. It's not my company to make a decision about. I wouldn't feel good as a company owner making $30 million if I have people making zip-de-doo-dah.
yeah. Yeah.
I think that, to me, as much as I want to make $30 million, I'd be like, that's too much. You give me $10 million, take 20 of that, and let's divide it up.
Yeah.
Let's divide it up. Let's give it back to the people because that's who's making it work.
That would be the,
but
there's,
But greed is a mother.
yeah. Yep.
Facts. Greed is a bitch.
I was checking out L1's comment here. They said it's not wrong to them. Grew up doing that as a kid. I guess purchasing and reselling.
Yeah.
Grew up doing that as a kid in a family business that sold new and used furniture out of flea markets at the intersection of Baseline and Geyer Springs.
Hey, what up, yo?
I said I still do that stuff to this day and
Bro.
trying to teach my kids the same thing.
Listen, man, that was my stomping ground, bro. You talking about my stomping ground over at Baseline in Geyer Springs? Yeah, man. No, that's absolutely right.
They said back in from like 2006 to 2012, they were selling close to $30,000 a month profit
Yeah.
from repurposing furniture.
Yeah. Now that's much more than I ever made. However, I will tell you that in that same area, when I was the paper boy, and I was for a couple 3 years.
Many
and
friends' moms.
That was later. I was not the paper boy anymore. I did make deliveries, but I wasn't a paper boy. But anyway, so I would, on trash day, people would throw shit out that I was like, hey, that could be cleaned up.
Right.
And I would take things from the trash and take them home, clean them up, sell them, have a yard sale.
Right.
Have a yard sale so I could buy comic books or bike stuff or whatever it was. I would take things people threw away. Sometimes it's weird when people get mad at you for getting in their trash. What are you doing? Like I'm a raccoon. Not throwing it everywhere. I'm just taking the item. I mean, you're throwing it away. Do you really care? Get out of the trash. What? It's trash, asshole.
I'm swinging at you with a broom.
Yeah, no,
Angry patch.
no, I've had all kind. When I was a paper boy, you have all kinds of wild experiences. That's for sure.
In Arkansas, so Lovey Dovey was posting more on Facebook here. I'm just catching up. She said, Penny Day at Dollar General Tuesday morning. Okay. Oh, it's Penny Day at Dollar General Tuesday mornings. LOL. Okay.
You know,
33 billion is what the CEO, I'm guessing,
Of which?
of Goodwill
Of Goodwill.
nationally.
Nationally,
33
okay.
billion.
That really?
Yeah.
That seems high. Is that what he's worth or what he makes?
Oh, you know
'Cause
what?
That
Let's Google
seems
it.
like as a salary a little bit high to me, like a lot of bit high actually.
Right.
Now, could he be worth 33 billion? Maybe. I don't know, but I don't know if that doesn't sound like a salary.
Yeah, it says 2023 report showed Stephen Loughborough, president and CEO, earned $904,675 in total compensation.
Man, if I'm going to be honest with you,
That's still a lot.
That's a lot, but it's low in terms of CEO pay.
I mean, I get that.
I
but-
mean, honestly, there's a lot of CEOs making 10, 20, 30, 40 million out there.
Right.
I mean, he's making under $1 million. That's high for a CEO. That seems like a bargain basement deal.
I mean,
I'm just being honest.
you're not
with you.
wrong.
I mean, yes, to me, that kind of money's life changing.
Right.
But, if I went to school and I have a lot of experience as a CEO, that's not a crazy salary. He could probably leave there and at least double or triple his money right now. So I can't hate on that salary. I'll be honest with you. I mean, a lot of them I could, but I can't hate on that salary.
Lovey Dovey's saying that's false, so I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not sure which is true. So I'm just saying if that's the salary.
Those are two opposite ends of the
That's
spectrum.
very
but, yeah.
different numbers there, but I would be happy to look at whatever numbers are out there. But
We definitely need to, we can look into that further or whatever.
no, it's certainly something interesting to talk about.
Well,
You
for
know.
my friend, it does sound like most people agree they are not the asshole in
No,
this situation.
no, man. Listen, I mean, some people don't even want to go into Goodwill.
Right.
Some people don't even want to go there for whatever reason, And let me tell you something else too that you may not know. And I found this fascinating anyway. There are a lot of things at Goodwill that do not sell.
Yeah.
Okay. So every so often they take these items that aren't selling from each location, right? They call them and they bring them to the corporate location in Little Rock.
Okay.
Okay, in Southwest, the big
Right.
giant building.
Right.
All right. And if you've never been in that building, what an amazingly large building.
Yeah, it's
I've
huge.
never been in a building bigger than that.
They have their own computer
I
department.
mean, it's just
everything.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's a crazy building. But anyhow, so everything doesn't sell goes there, and then it goes into the last chance bins where it's deeply discounted.
Right.
If it doesn't sell then, it's packaged up and it's all shipped overseas where they have buyers there.
Oh, okay.
You know what one of their best selling things is?
Hmm.
Single shoes.
Really?
Single shoes. One of their they sell every one of them because overseas there are a lot of amputees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so those single shoes are huge sellers for that reason.
I mean, it would make sense.
They buy them in bulk for instead of buying a pair of shoes somewhere.
Right. Just buy.
They get to buy the single shoe. Do you know how much money that probably saves? I know
Right?
that sounds silly, but it probably saves them a
Makes it-
ton of money.
But I would
they
have
sell-
never thought of that.
They package up textiles, clothing in mass, all that stuff gets shipped overseas, and they buy it there. So everything goes somewhere,
Right.
And
Everything
somebody's
has a
buying
purpose.
it.
Right.
Somebody's buying it, right? And somebody's probably mad that they got all the single shoes. That ain't right. I wanted a single shoe. You have two legs. It doesn't matter. I want to play hopscotch. Whatever, man. Settle down. Settle the hell down. But I think that's fantastic, man. Let me ask you if you think this is fantastic, because I personally am not a fan of this. But, you know, you never know what people are down with.
All right. Well, hey, real quick, if you have a good, situation or story or something where you wonder if you might have been the asshole, email me and tell me about it. Rich@patrickandthepeople.com, and we'll discuss.
Yeah, it might be something we want to talk about.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever thought, man, this cheese is good, but what it could use a lot more ants in it?
Yeah, no.
No, you probably haven't.
No.
Yeah. A cheesemaker in Brazil, Camilla Almeida, the owner of Estancia Sylvania Farm in Sao Paulo, wanted to create something special to attract tourists to her region. She remembered local people had been eating leafcutter ants for a long time. So she decided to add toasted ants to one of her cheeses. The result is Tayada Sylvania cheese, which has won awards around the world, including in France. And you know, if it wins an award, it has to be good, right? Right?
I mean,
if it wins an award, it has to be good.
Sure.
It doesn't.
Yeah, no.
Clue, it doesn't. Indigenous people in Brazil have eaten the ants for centuries. Yes, because they were indigenous.
Right.
They grew up in the jungle. They had very, you know, they were natives. Yes, they ate the ants.
Right.
They didn't have a microwave, okay? They didn't have Pop-Tarts. They don't have that stuff. They ate the ants because they wanted to live. Maybe they couldn't catch the rabbit. I don't know. But a writer once called them Brazilian caviar. The ants are toasted before being added to the cheese during the forming process. That cheese first made for a competition in 2021 in France where it won bronze, and it was invited to show in Paris the next year. It's made from raw milk from pasture-raised cows and has a sweet, firm texture with almond and chestnut flavors and a crunchy texture from the roasted ants.
Ew.
You would not eat that.
No.
No. But isn't it fascinating though?
Degenerate Jim said, I mean, Pabst won a blue ribbon.
Yeah, right. At some point they did. At some point they did, didn't they? Back in the early days of beer, when people had no clue what they were doing, Pabst somehow got them a blue ribbon at a fair, and they have taken that to heart ever since, man. Not a single blue ribbon after that time.
Nope.
Not a
But
bronze.
that one, man.
No runner-ups, no participation trophies, nothing. But that one blue ribbon mattered. Yeah, it is interesting, you know, in different cultures where they'll eat the ants, for example, or the French who love escargot, which is snail. You know, I don't, there's no bug that I want to eat consciously. I know that sometimes in my food, because of production rules, there are bug parts in it. I get that.
Yeah.
There's a certain allowable percentage of insect parts in any food, you know, because
Or
you
in your
just can't.
coffee.
Yeah, and any of that stuff. Yeah. You can't not have it, right? But in general, I would rather not. Once I had the chocolate-covered cricket, having legs stuck in your teeth is the worst, bro. It's the worst, man. Dry, nasty. It'd only be worse if it was juicy. It's like watching people eat, like, you know, when they serve fish with the head still on it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't want my food to look at me while I eat it. I feel really, really weird at that point. It'd be like, you know, if your chicken leg had a beak attached to it with eyes, and you're like, no, man, don't put that on my plate, bro. Come on, man. No, I don't like eating bugs, sea bugs or regular bugs.
Yeah.
And seafood, unless it's fish, to me is all bugs. Lobster are bugs, crabs are. But look, if they were small and crawling in your living room, you'd say kill it.
All right.
But because it's a bigger one, and somehow butter makes it okay to eat that lobster, that scavenger, that trash eater at the bottom of the ocean. That's all they do is eat trash. They're scavengers, so they eat dead things. You know. So, but hey, put a little butter on it, and we'll eat this bug.
Right.
The cockroach of the sea.
Joey Phillips just joined in from a minute ago, said toy collectors buy at thrift stores and resale at higher prices.
Sure.
Get your hustle on. So.
Absolutely. And don't
what's
think,
up, Joey?
Look, it's no different than if you get change at the store and you get that one coin that's worth money.
Right.
It's been through 250,000 hands. Any one of them could have looked at it, but they didn't, right? This toy's probably been from a house to a yard sale,
right,
to a bin, to the Goodwill, now to this guy, right? I mean, it's probably been through multiple hands and nobody saw value in it till he walked up and went, hey, that thing's worth money and I'm going to tell people it is.
Mistress says she'd try the cheese, but she wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fair. You'd try it but not pay for it. Yeah. I guess that's fair. If you're adventurous like that, I think that's fine. Some people are pretty adventurous when it comes to
I've never
food.
even done like the chocolate-covered cricket or anything, man. That just sounds...
It was not good.
It doesn't, nothing about that sounds appetizing.
It was not. And it'd be worse if they were juicy. Even worse, man. It's like, the people that eat the cow eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or fish eyes.
Those are people that would enjoy it.
Look, if you like caviar, we're probably not going to be friends. Because if you like caviar, you like licking the bottom of the river. You like to put your tongue on the bottom of the ocean and just drag it across the ocean floor because that's what caviar tastes like.
Gross.
You just put your tongue down on the bottom of the ocean, just it tastes terrible. Just like you think it would fish eggs.
Yeah.
That's why they call it caviar instead of fish eggs. Because people are like, that's gross. Yes, it is. You know what fertilizes it? Never mind. I saw some thing with, you remember the talk show guy, James Corden?
Yeah. Yeah, he used
British
to do
guy.
the car karaoke and stuff.
Yeah, carpool karaoke and all that. I saw, I guess he did or had this thing where people would come on the show and he had these terrible foods like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that he would spin around. And one of them was like cod sperm.
Ew.
And I was like, how do you get that exactly? The cod sperm. That's what I want to know is how do you know that's what it is? But he had that. He had bird saliva. I'm like, how do you get bird saliva? Who's catching bird spit?
They've just got to...
I'm like, is there really a bird saliva in that, or is that some Mountain Dew?
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it is that or not. But there was some pretty gross stuff. One of them was a fish with the eyeball. You had to eat the eyeball. And what was the one? Oh, I know what it was. Turkey testicles. Tactical, you know about that, right? Turkey testicles was one, and when he bit into it, he immediately spit it out. He said, when I bit into it, it squirt.
Oh!
And I knew what that was. And I was like, yeah, you put that in your mouth, you get what you get. Why would you do that? Unless you're in love with the turkey, why are you putting his balls in your mouth?
Ew.
That's wrong.
Ew.
That's wrong. That's wrong, bro. Let's change the topic. It's breakfast time. Why are you talking about stuff like that, Rich?
Dude, you're the...
What's wrong with
you
man?
went off on that.
Why
That
are
was...
you
You
doing
were
that, man?
all
What is
on
deal,
your
man?
own field trip
What's your
with
deal
that
with that,
one.
Rich?
I'm over here looking up, can
No.
you actually eat bird saliva?
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently it comes from some type of nest.
From a nest.
Yeah. It says, yes, edible birds' nests made from solidified saliva of swiftlet birds are a traditional Chinese delicacy and are consumed in various dishes, most notably as bird's nest soup.
No. Let's try no.
You want some bird's nest soup for breakfast?
You know who ate that? Somebody who was starving to death and said, there's nothing else. Let me try this.
The nests are harvested, soaked in hot water, and cleaned before being prepared.
Yeah, no, you're not cleaning it. No, it's spit.
Yeah.
It's spit, bro. Let's just change topics altogether. Let's move on to something that's less offensive to people's stomachs this early, right? And stop bringing stuff up like that, Rich.
Sponsored by the Turkey Tongue.
Right? John Cena, I thought you might have a take on this,
Can't see him.
is stepping into the ring one last time.
Oh, is it time? Is it
Yes,
over?
closing out his farewell tour with a final match on December 13th at Washington, D.C.'s Capital One Arena. He announced his retirement last year, telling fans, thank you so much for letting me play in the house that you built for so many years. Since then, he's hit WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Clash in Paris on his way to this send-off. Triple H said his contributions are immeasurable. We look forward to honoring his legacy and delivering an unforgettable send-off. No opponent has been revealed, but Saturday night's main event will stream live on Peacock.
Okay.
So what's your take on the end of Cena's career?
And it's been a heck of a career, man. But I mean,
Where does he stand amongst the legends in WWE?
Oh, he's definitely. I would say. I mean, I understand. We all grew up seeing him perform in that, but I would say he's got to be ranked among the top for sure.
Top 10?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd say right there. He should be in the conversation if you're talking. Of famous wrestlers and everything, of Undertaker,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I mean, anybody from current or past.
So
I believe it belongs in that
Let's break
conversation.
a little bit of this down. Let's just spitball a little bit here. So you mentioned Hulk Hogan and Undertaker.
Right.
Would you rank John Cena above Hulk Hogan or Undertaker?
Above Hulk Hogan for sure. Probably not above Undertaker.
Really? So
Yeah.
I would have thought the opposite.
No.
Hulk Hogan was bigger in his time. He was a phenomenon across the country. Everybody
In
at
his
one
time,
point,
yeah.
right? But he was very influential. The Undertaker was cool, and he was around a long time. But was he influential? Did he really do anything?
I mean, John
that's-
Cena still holds the record for like most Make-A-Wish
Yeah.
granted or something.
But I'm saying John Cena has been the people's champ for. Look, after the evacuation of the Attitude Era,
Right. He was
he
ruthless
picked the
aggression.
mantle up,
Right.
and
ran with
carried
it.
it.
Absolutely.
Whether you like him or you don't, he carried that mantle
Absolutely.
for a decade nearly.
Absolutely.
Right? Is that fair?
Over that. Yeah.
Over a decade even?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
think
was,
he's
he
been,
was the WWE.
Yeah. I mean, there's
and I don't mean that to be.
And dude, he played it. He put himself in that position. Anything that I've always heard was John Cena was always in the back. I can do it. You need
Yeah.
somebody to run to the airport and pick
Yeah.
up somebody? I'll do it.
You know what? That dude, he does work hard because I remember when he first started doing. I think he did a movie called what was it? 12 something, 12 steps,
12 rounds?
12 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his first movie or one of them.
Yeah, he started his career in '99. He's been around
Okay.
for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when he first started in movies, I was like, bro, listen to me, Cena. You're never going to be The Rock. Stop trying. And it's true. He's not The Rock, but I'm going to tell you what he is. He's phenomenal.
He's John Cena.
He is. And he's funny as hell.
Right.
Like, that's the surprise to me about Cena is how funny he is as an actor.
Right.
Forget the wrestling part. It's the acting.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. His face, everything. Those giant ass ears of his that look like satellites on the side of his head, even more now that he's skinnier. He contorts his face. It looks funny. His timing is impeccable in
Right.
comedy. Like, he's really damn funny.
He is.
He's
He
legit funny.
Absolutely.
Like, in that Vacation Friends,
I mean,
is
that's what
pretty
he.
funny.
That's what he kind of, initially made his career on. Was he was this thug that could
Yeah.
freestyle rap and
Yeah.
roast you in
And
a
he
rap
could
and
not.
and
He was terrible
but
at it.
people
it was,
loved. It was funny.
It was funny.
and people wanted to have him do it to him.
Yes. Yeah. No, they did. And so much so that the only way to get The Rock back in was a battle with Cena.
Yeah.
And I always thought The Rock won that one. But okay, so let's so is Cena top 10 or top 5?
I would say top 5.
Top five?
I'd give him a top
Okay.
5 spot.
So-
Even Mistress had said, let me see her comment a minute
Okay.
ago. She said, Cena is a legend. He's got to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for
he
sure.
seems like a great person with
Yes.
all the charity
Yes.
he does.
Absolutely. So
and he gets a bad rep
Who's number
sometimes,
one?
but
Ric Flair?
I'd have to put Cena above Flair now.
No, you can't put it. Nobody goes above. Nobody's above Ric Flair. Maybe okay, I take that back. Stone Cold.
Okay.
Stone Cold number 1.
I could-
Ric Flair number 2.
I could do that. I could go
Ric
with
Flair,
that.
man.
But Cena did break his record.
I don't care what record he broke. The influence that Ric Flair had on every generation of wrestling to this day.
For sure.
His fingerprint, the DNA that not just from his sexual escapades, but from what he did for wrestling and with wrestling, still carries on. I mean, they made a song, Migos, Ric Flair Drip. I mean, it's still, and that song
Right.
was just a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude hasn't been that Ric Flair in 30 years.
That's true.
And he's still loved. He's still the most regarded. I promise you, he can walk onto any WWE place and they will lose their damn mind.
Oh, for sure. Scotty Thorpe agrees with you. He
Yeah.
says Ric Flair's the best ever for him. He
The
could
best
wrestle,
heel of
awesome.
all time.
Yeah, he said awesome heel, showmanship. He was all around.
I'll tell you what he had too. He was one of the few that he was not completely ripped, but he did have an actual physique.
Right.
And a lot of guys back then in the early days of the WWF were a bunch of fat dudes
Yeah.
in unitards.
Yeah.
You know, even the big, they were fat guys.
Right.
A lot of them were just fat guys, big guys. So I'd put Stone Cold number 1, Ric Flair number 2. The Rock
Yep.
has to be number 3 to me.
Okay.
Because it's debated by many whether Stone Cold or The Rock are among
I
the
still say
greatest.
Stone Cold is
Stone
above
Cold
Rock.
to me is above The Rock, but it's a slim margin. If we were talking about acting and other things in the career, obviously The Rock surpassed Stone Cold in that way, but I like Stone Cold as a wrestler. I think he was the one that changed everything in the Attitude Era, and The Rock came along behind him, picked up that mantle and went with it, and the two of them kind of ushered it in together.
Yeah. Brad said Jerry the King Lawler. Hell, he's the king. I mean, I don't
Jerry's
as far as a
great.
wrestler.
He
though.
is iconic, but he's more iconic to me as an announcer than
Right.
he ever was as a wrestler. Even
Right.
though he was well known, he was one of those fat guys I'm talking about. Jerry the King Lawler never had a physique of any kind. He was a fat dude who looked like he took off his shirt, came from Home Depot working, and just got in the ring. But as a commentator, he is in the top 5 commentators
For sure.
of all time for the wrestling. Yeah. Who else? So to me, the next logical placement is John Cena.
So you got John Cena rounding off your top 5.
Well,
You said Stone Cold,
Stone Cold, Ric Flair,
Ric Flair,
The Rock, then John Cena.
Okay, so that's 4.
Yeah,
So
John
he's at number
Cena,
4,
I would
yeah.
say, is probably number 4. Who amongst wrestling legends tops Cena? I mean,
Well, I mean, you
in-
just said
in
it.
career, I'm asking you.
Oh.
I mean, truly, in the complex.
Well, I said, I mean, I would agree with you. Stone Cold, definitely near
Yeah.
the top.
But you wouldn't have put Ric Flair.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd put John Cena above Ric Flair just a little bit.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do it. What
man.
heel are you going to put up there? You're not going to
I
honor
mean, you don't
any
have
heel?
to do it. Well, I mean,
What do you mean you don't have to?
you don't have to.
It's
Stone
it's
Cold was a heel
only for a shorter time, and he regrets
his whole career.
No, he was.
They just people started getting behind him, and the original intent of Stone Cold was to be a heel.
But he became an
But
anti-hero.
he went over.
He became an anti-hero.
He was still a heel.
But he was still the good guy heel.
I mean,
all
right, fair enough, but I'm just
feel
saying.
what you're saying, though.
Right.
I mean, it's a fair argument. You're more steeped in wrestling than I am, so I can't say you're wrong.
That's the great thing about opinions,
It is.
man. It's
So-
all
so we-
individual.
so you got
all right.
Stone Cold,
Stone
then
Cold.
Cena.
I don't know if I put Cena in at
you
number
just
2.
said number 2.
No, Undertaker. I'd say
Oh,
Undertaker could be number 2.
Why
for
do you
sure.
argue for Undertaker so hard? Why are you on his jock so hard?
Because his whole career is so iconic, and the fact that honestly, I've enjoyed. Like, I'm a fan of his. He does a podcast.
Okay.
Called 6 Feet Under.
Okay.
And he's been coming back around. He coached a show. For them called LFG, where he's training like some new, recruits and everything,
Yeah.
and helping them out.
Yeah, well, Stone Cold has Broken Skull Island, okay?
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying
see on
is
down the
like
road.
you saw a character develop for so many years,
Yeah.
which is the Undertaker, and he was this mysterious character that you never saw outside of the ring. You never saw him cut an interview. He didn't talk. He only showed up when some crazy lightning thing happened or
Yeah.
whatever, and bam, he's there. And now that his career is over, you're getting to see the person behind the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And that's right. And again, man, a 30-year streak.
No, I mean,
It's you tuned in to WrestleMania
And-
every year to see, is this going to be the year that somebody breaks the streak?
and somehow, some way, unlike other wrestlers, he was able to convince the McMahons and everyone else to continue to allow that streak to happen.
Right.
And I'm certain there had to be times where people were like, hey, we need to change this storyline. He's got to lose. And they were like,
No.
no,
No.
no.
No. Until
Okay.
they finally did it one
All
night,
right, so
but-
who's number 3? Let's go.
All right, so we got Stone Cold.
Then The Undertaker.
Then The Undertaker.
Somehow.
Then I would say Cena.
Okay.
Then I would say Ric Flair.
Okay.
All right?
Who's
And
number
then-
5?
I'm trying,
The
man.
Rock?
If I had to, yeah.
Well, you don't have to. I'm asking who's number 5. I didn't know you had a Rock hate.
It's not a Rock
It is.
hate.
No, there
It's
is.
just
There's an oversaturation point for you that you think The Rock's too commercial.
no. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to be honest, yes, I think The Rock sold out. I think that he was
Okay.
a fantastic wrestler, absolutely.
yeah.
And I have no hate against him. But
Sounds like.
No, you used wrestling as your stepping stone
Well,
to
who
get to the
doesn't
movie.
use one job to get to the next?
I'm just.
I mean, did you sit down here and take an announcing job somewhere else? Hell yeah. You sure did. And why wouldn't you? And if those people offered you $100,000 a year to go on the road full time, you'd be like, Patrick, I got to go.
Absolutely.
You ain't a sellout.
Absolutely.
And if you are, kudos to you.
And if we're talking about Grammy Awards and who are the top 5 actors, then sure, we'll throw The Rock in there.
All right,
but
fair.
we're talking
All
about
right,
wrestling.
That's fine. So who's number 5 then?
Oh, man. As far as my top goes,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to go back in time, honestly, and say, like, either it'd be a tie, but I would either throw, like, Jake the Snake in there.
Oh, okay.
Just because, he was an
High
iconic
flyer.
guy. Yeah, high
Iconic.
flyer.
I've
Yeah,
seen him.
right.
Saw him live a few times.
Man, Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio's a great one.
He'd be a good
Yeah.
one to throw in
Macho
there.
Man Randy
Macho
Savage.
Man, I was thinking of him, yeah.
Nah, it's 5 minutes of me time. I love that dude. A lot of cocaine. Yeah, I could have put Kerry Von Erich in there. I could have put him up there. He was real influential.
I mean, there's so many people
But
you
he
could throw
had
in there.
limited influence. I mean, he was big early on, but then everybody in the Von Erichs died. And so, Kevin was left, and that was, I don't know, maybe is there anyone besides Kevin left in the Von Erichs, or did they all die but him?
I
think they all died but him,
too.
man. It's a real tragic story. Not a fun one. But anyway,
Coming for
Junkyard
talking.
Dog,
Yep.
Triple H,
Yep.
Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, some names you could throw at, but Roddy Piper.
He would definitely deserve to be
Roddy
up there.
Piper was one of the greatest shit talkers.
That's what I said. I mean, dude, it can be
Iron
an
Sheik,
endless discussion.
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
These guys were all iconic.
Ultimate Warrior, even though he was horrible behind the scenes, he
Yeah,
still,
I don't-
connected with an
I
audience.
somehow missed out on that guy in the wrestling. I've never seen him in a match in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that happened, but I must have been out the period of time he was in. I was like, I hate wrestling, because I don't remember anything about his career or anyone he fought. Matter of fact, the only Ultimate Warrior I knew was Kerry Von Erich.
Oh, okay.
And that's what they called him, the Ultimate Warrior back then, before the Ultimate Warrior came in looking like Kerry Von Erich with a bunch of makeup.
Yeah.
And there was another one too, Sting. I missed all of him. Was he with the Ultimate Warrior
No.
in that time frame?
No, I mean, no.
No,
I don't think
See,
so.
neither of those guys do I remember.
Yeah,
I
Sting
don't
came
remember
out
them at
like
all.
early. He was, 90s. He came out early 90s. He didn't really start to get popular, I think, until he went over to WCW.
Okay.
Because originally when he came out, he kind of had all the bright colors.
Yeah.
And then,
The feathers and
right,
whatnot,
and
yeah.
then he switched to, the dark with the guy that falls down from the rafters
Yeah.
and, the crow and everything. So,
Okay. Yeah.
anyways, top 5, I just Googled it. Top 5 wrestlers of all time. The list starts out Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk
Well,
Hogan.
We both got that right. I told you Hulk Hogan could be up there higher.
The Undertaker, number 3.
Damn.
The Rock, number 4.
Okay.
And Ric Flair, number 5.
So
we were pretty well accurate.
We were pretty good in what we felt, though. I mean, at least based on what they had.
Right. Says,
Both of us did not include Hulk Hogan in our top 5. I did argue for him earlier because I do think he was that influential because
I mean,
he
absolutely.
was a household name like Mr. T.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the Rocky movie.
Right.
He was that guy for a decade. He carried the WWE.
Vitamins and say your prayers.
He carried the WWF for a decade,
Oh,
bro.
for sure.
I mean, he did. In the 80s, he carried them. Now, was it as good as the Attitude Era?
Oh.
Nothing is.
He said, David Montez, and forgive me, David Montez says Sting was a tag partner with Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
They had gone as the Blade Runners. Forgive me,
Okay.
I did not know that. So
Yeah, well, there you go. So they were the same time frame that I somehow blacked out
Right.
in my life of the WWE, which used to be the WWF, which was, they got sued for that. You remember that when that happened?
Yep.
World
By the
Wildlife
Worldwide,
Federation
yep.
said, hey.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, and I understood. I mean, like they did have it first, and that's why they changed it to WWE. But
I mean, come on, man. You know, I personally think you guys were probably getting more foot traffic to your door because
People accidentally looking for that and went, oh,
right.
I like animals,
Oh,
too.
hey, you know,
I could help animals.
I was looking for somebody kicking somebody's ass, but for 42 cents a day, I
Right.
can help save a panda.
Right. Now, we kind of ignored every modern day wrestler.
Well, and that's what I.
Conversation, like the Roman Reigns or,
Yeah.
you know, who's somehow related to The Rock, by the way, I guess, right?
That's a whole family tree, man. Yes,
I mean, he
they are.
is actually
Yeah.
related.
No, they are. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
yeah.
part of the
The Rocky whatever clan.
yeah. Yep.
Who else is a modern
Says
day?
other ones that should have been included include figures like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena.
Yeah, those guys are Bret Hart, the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels.
He's just such a whiner,
He
man.
is, but in the era, and he was a whiner then too, actually. But they were the other than Jake the Snake, they were real high flyers. They were real acrobats,
Right.
and that is something special. You know, look, some guys just have great attitude, swag, you know, and posture, whatnot. The Rock, for example,
Right.
you know, a lot of swag. It's Stone Cold, a lot of swag, a lot of posture, a lot of shit talking. Neither were acrobats. They were
Right.
great athletically,
Right.
but when you see a Shawn Michaels or a Jeff Hardy or a John Morrison, for example, these type of guys in our world, a Ray Ivy,
Right.
they're high flyers. They're acrobats. They're way more than the regular guy.
Right.
And there's something to that.
There
you know?
is.
Mysterio is another one who you might not consider him a high flyer, but he does have a lot of acrobatics he uses.
Right.
You know, the 619, for example, is pretty acrobatic. You know, and it's a dope ass move that's iconic. Now his son, whoever it is,
Dominic Mysterio.
yeah, if it's
Yep.
really his son, I don't know.
This is true.
I'm not sure if it's really his son or not, but he is
an ongoing
allegedly his son,
conspiracy.
right?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break and we'll come back.
Punch the clock Friday at 5:05. After 14 hours, I shouldn't feel alive. Been waiting all week to take this trip. Trading in the old Chevy for a spaceship. Got a Yeti full of ice cold barley and hops. We're gonna need something more to reach the next stop. Not headed to Nashville, LA, or the Big D, Dallas. Instead, I'm heading on a trip with my girl Alice. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, I call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. About an hour in, the journey has begun. My beer just winked at me and yelled, ain't it fun? At about 2 hours, the world disappears. But that's the magic of shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, I call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. Found an ocean in my head and I dived right in, talking to a sexy mermaid, a banging sound bars dim. I know someone's at the door, I'm paralyzed by fear. But then he said, hey bro, it's Joey, I brought some shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, I call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a
trip. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer.
All right. Yeah, we had a good time talking about that. Let's look at some of the comments from people about wrestling, what they're saying out there.
Oh, yeah. There was one.
'Cause there's a
here.
lot of them.
Yeah. Shyman Wendy Kennels one said, great, having wrestling talk and I'm having to drive during it. I have so much to say about this topic.
Yeah, Tactical said Randy Orton, been a 20-year heel. Yeah, you know what? Randy, RKO was probably the favorite move for my kids.
Right.
And they call him the Legend Killer.
Yep.
The Viper. He is still and always has been a consummate professional in the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he is a great wrestler.
Mistress said, Cena's a legend. He's got to be in the Hall of Fame. Seems like a great person with all the charity he does.
Yeah.
Little Doggy said, Chris Jericho and Kurt Hennig beat out Cena on his list.
Yeah.
Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. You remember
Mr.
him?
Perfect, yeah.
Yep.
Chris Jericho, because he sings for Fozzy. He is still wrestling. He says, "Where's he wrestling?"
He's over in AEW.
AEW?
Yep.
Yeah.
And dude,
AEW.
he looks like how you'd expect him to look.
Old and tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he's making a paycheck right now.
Right.
That's what that's good. That's
Right.
good. I appreciate that.
Mister said Stone Cold is my favorite. The Rock, Ric Flair still doing appearances. See, that's what lowers it for me with Ric Flair. Is like, man, you've had a storied career.
Mm-hmm.
You retired. Like, give it up, man. It's
Why?
because he's freaking 95 years
It's
old,
all
man. He
he's
doesn't
ever
need to.
lived.
I understand that.
He can't
but
even
like,
quit drinking.
bro, you don't
His
need to
doctor
be.
told him you're going to die.
doesn't
He said,
even
"Yeah,
look good
but I
anymore."
like it." I mean, look, he's going to go out his way. That's who that cat's always been.
I understand that, but
I
for
get
my
what you're
book,
saying.
I'm like, man, I'm not going to pay to come see you wrestle.
Do you know how much money that dude probably didn't make compared to modern wrestlers? Probably
That's true.
all the money he's made in his life came after he wrestled. He probably wrestled almost his entire career on money that got him by, but wasn't making him ridiculously rich. But after his career, he probably became ridiculously rich because he was so beloved and missed.
Right.
So
I
I
don't
mean,
know, man.
I think he's just getting his paper. Of course, he is like 95 now.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
Like,
Clint Eastwood still directing movies. I'm like, you know how much optimism you have to have if you hire Clint Eastwood as your director?
right.
Like, I'm going to hire you and hope you make it to the end of the movie. You could die. You look like you died 3 years ago at this point. You're just gristle. You're just nothing but grit and gristle. And so at any moment, that ticker's going to go, nope, I'm done.
Well, that's how he talks to directors, man.
Yeah.
When they call him up, they're like, hey, we got a great movie we want you to direct. And he's like, well, do you feel lucky?
Yeah, I might not make
I
it.
might not make it.
I don't know if you want me. We really do. I don't think you do. Punk. Yeah, no, that's great. As Tactical said, Trump joined DX. Yes, Donald Trump did join DX. That was the big thing. The suck it.
Yeah, oh, God.
Oh, my God,
I got
that
in
was
trouble
so huge.
so much in school for that.
Tyler got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yep, sure
Do
did.
that to all your friends. You'd be walking down the hallway and see your buddy and, hey, man.
Yeah. No, that became
Teacher piss you off?
That's when they started to accuse the WWE of being too off color and wrong for kids. And there was a brief period of time, I don't know how long, where the WWE went like ultra clean.
Yeah.
And it was
The
just not
PG era-
good.
I mean, they're still
It was not good.
kind of like that, but they pushed
Kind
back
of,
to at
but-
least PG-13.
Yeah, when the
Oh, dude, the
sometimes I watch-
Attitude Era will never, and that wasn't just like.
There was
I mean, you're
so
talking. There was
many-
fans in the crowd that were just, woo. And
there was so much.
it was like a gigantic party in an arena with
There,
wrestling.
there
going
were
on.
so many taboo subjects today. Today's subjects would be
Oh yeah.
taboo.
Oh yeah.
They were like the Al Bundy of their time. They were talking about where you're from, what your religion. It didn't matter.
Right.
How ugly you were. Like Vicky Guerrera. What a perfect foil she was. And the Rocks, you look terrible tonight.
Every time Vicky
you just,
came out
this
and
poor
did that
lady's being
stupid
shamed and humiliated,
Oh, no,
and
I
everybody
used to-
loved it.
That was when I unmuted the TV.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I'd hear that, excuse me, mute.
Yeah, she was so popular as a
Mute.
as a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I don't know. Ric Flair drip go woo on a rich. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now you're talking turkey. Ric Flair drip, baby. That's exactly right. All right, let's see what else we got going on. First of all, let me mention Fitz Auto, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. Check them out online at fitzauto.com. They got all their inventory there. If you need a vehicle, they're a great place to go because you know what? If you go buy a brand new car, and have you priced them lately? The average new car over $40,000, okay? Over $40,000, the average new car. So if you buy a brand new car and you drive it off the lot, you can say, hey, no one's ever driven it.
Right.
And that's cool because you can't even say that about your significant other. That's wrong. I apologize. What I mean to say is that, yeah, you're going to lose 20 to 30% of the value the second you drive off the lot. The second you drive a brand new car off the lot, you are upside down unless you put a huge amount down.
Right.
But if you wait and buy a late model, low mileage vehicle, now you're getting it at the right price. You're getting it at a price that is reasonable and fair. And look, you don't have to be scared of cars that have 30 or 40,000 miles on them. Back in the 80s you did. Because you knew at 80,000 miles it was time to go. But now these cars are going, commonly 250, 300,000 miles.
At least, yeah.
I mean, my Lexus right now, the SUV I bought there, is at 250,000 miles and still rolling, baby. I mean, rolling. It's a damn good ride, Hope y'all have seen the Mr. McMahon doc on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you've seen
haven't,
that. Yeah,
but it is a great.
I have not seen that.
You
I
need
am
to
going to watch
watch
it.
Someday.
Yeah, I always enjoyed. I do think, as I said before, he was the ultimate heel.
Right.
It was the driving force of him and the Attitude Era that launched the WWE into the stratosphere, and so I'll always have respect for that.
Right.
But I understand. Other than that, he was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, and that's what I understand this documentary is going to tell me.
It'll just surprise you a little bit, just how
Yeah.
much of a. Yeah. Anyways, what's up, Chris? How you doing, man? They said, "What's up, Patrick?"
What up?
Rich.
What up, Chris?
Els1 said, "The Attitude Era will never be replicated, no matter." No, it won't.
No,
They said 8. No, because you've got to have the only way you're going to get the Attitude Era is with the same people playing the same characters. 'Cause otherwise, everybody just looks and goes, "They're just trying to be another."
The Attitude Era, that whole period of time, it applies to more than wrestling if you think about it. It was
Really,
about
you're right.
how we talked with one another, what we could and couldn't
sure.
say, the good-natured
I mean,
stereotype jostling that we used to do.
how many
that
times did
changed. Now we
DX
can't.
pick on Vince McMahon and bring a chicken out or a rooster and be
Yeah.
like, oh, Vince loves to suck, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah, make him
Yeah.
say it, and
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you would be shut down in a heartbeat
Right.
by every
Right.
Yeah.
But was it hilarious?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's why everybody, no matter what wrestling fan you are, unless you're young, if you're, let's say, under 20, okay?
Right.
But if you're older than that, everybody, that's the era they most. Look, I guarantee you, wrestling fans today go back and they watch Stone Cold clips. They go back and they watch The Rock clips. They go back and watch the clips of their favorite people on YouTube all the time.
Right.
Guarantee you they do. Because I go back and watch those clips.
Absolutely.
They're
They're hilarious.
Yeah, listen, I'll never get tired. I could watch it on a loop. Stone Cold and Vince McMahon and all the stuff. Going to the hospital, filling the vet with concrete, all
Yep.
that stuff. Everything. What he did to the Rock's car. I mean, all those different things that he did to torment them were phenomenal. They were great,
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
All right, let's see. What do we got here that I had on my list I wanted to talk about? Okay, yeah, this is another good conversation I think everybody can get in on. Yes, peacocks are, in fact, we have determined gay chickens. Whether you live in a big city and they're just on the other side of the wall, or you live in a rural area with acres separating you, everybody has neighbors, right? No matter how much distance between you, neighbors can have an impact on the quality of life in your neighborhood, according to this. To find out how Americans feel about those living around them, they surveyed 1,000 U.S. adults, 60% who were homeowners, 32% who rent, and 8 in an alternate living situation, to find out what they thought. So having good neighbors is as important as price or location when buying a home for 82% of people.
Fair enough. I would agree.
How do you determine that it's a good neighbor?
I mean,
The neighborhood
Right.
maybe says to you, maybe you
how
drive
their
up,
house looks on the outside. Yeah,
everybody's house
for
looks
sure.
real clean, well kept.
For sure.
Okay, all right, fair
Maybe
enough.
try and, talk to some of the neighbors around the area.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm thinking about moving in here and just want to know what you think about the neighborhood,
If you came to my door and asked me that, I would say some crazy shit to you.
No, but I mean, if you're outside, like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that even when renting before,
Yeah.
like seeing somebody mowing their lawn and they'll wave, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Hey.
Say no, it's cool as long as you like Nazis.
Right.
Huh? Are you a Nazi fan or what? You want to join us? It's whole neighborhood. That's how we are here.
Right.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
WWT.
You would say something like that.
No, I'd be super nice, believe it or not.
Sure you would.
Tactical said, I don't have neighbors. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. They
It
rent
might
from
be
you.
5 miles away.
They
Yeah.
rent from you. You do have neighbors. Nearly 1 in 5 would be willing to pay $10,000 or more above the price for a home just to avoid bad neighbors. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, you would. Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't up front. If they're guaranteed they'd never have to interact with their neighbors, almost 20% would pay $10,000 more just to never have to interact. I'd never have to see you, talk to you, nothing. That's how my last house was. It was miserable, to be
Whoa.
honest. What just happened there?
I don't know.
Are we even on or not?
I don't know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear us? We it looks like a signal issue there. Something's going on the video signal. Hold on. Stand by. Okay. There we are. Oh, did you hit the camera button or something?
No, I didn't touch nothing.
That is so weird, bro. Yeah. No, I mean, it seems to be. I don't know what happened there, man. That was the weirdest.
That was
thing,
the
man.
weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it was miserable when we lived in. That was one of the reasons that we weren't happy as much as we loved our home in North Little Rock.
Yeah.
Is that we never, the neighbors around us on every side never came out across the street. All 3 houses over there. I saw one of them once. The 2 beside me, I might see them leave, but we never spoke. I mean, we spoke maybe once when we first moved in, and that was
Right.
it.
Right.
They were never outside. They were never around. They're never talking. They're never anybody outside. And I was just like, man, I mean, it's just, not much of a community here. and that kind of sucked a little bit.
I mean, well, that was.
But some people would love that. They'd be like, I don't want anybody to talk to me.
Right.
Tactical is that guy.
Yeah.
Turkey's that guy. Like,
Yeah,
I don't-
he wants to be on the island by himself.
yeah, I'm here for a reason.
Right.
You don't want
Just
talk
to annoy
me.
people. And,
Yeah. I'm
shoot
not
things.
suitable for your conversation. Let's see.
But see, I was going to say, on the other hand, though, I mean, most people, I think, especially nowadays, like, I don't know, man. It's just, I guess it's not a common thing to get to know your neighbor anyway. Like, it's more or less in passing, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You live, like, I couldn't tell you what my neighbor on either side of me's first name is.
Really?
I don't even really wave at him or
Really?
anything. I'll see him
Why?
outside and, like, we just never have. I'll do, like, the head nod thing, like, oh, hey, how's it going?
You don't like them?
And that's, again, I've never talked to him.
Yeah.
I
They
just-
could be really cool.
They could be. You
You just don't want to.
Just
No,
don't
I
want
get
to.
it. I
Right,
get
man.
it, man. I hear you. More than half, 56%, have complaints about neighbors. 49% of homeowners have had to spend money on neighbor issues like landscape fences, repairing damage, legal fees. Half say a neighbor's wronged them in the past. You ever had a neighbor do you wrong?
No, not that I can think
Me
of.
either.
But I
Me
can see
either.
where. I mean, I guess that's a
Think.
wide range of topics.
Let me think about that a minute. Have I ever had a neighbor do me wrong? No, I can't think of a time I have.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I don't know. I'm going to keep thinking.
I've had nosy neighbors.
29% have felt judged by a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, nosy neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have had those.
Yeah.
I have had those. I've had family members like that. The most common complaints: loud parties, letting their dogs go to the bathroom in their yard without cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I would say if I had a complaint is I don't mind if your dog barks. That's fine. That's how dogs talk. But if they bark incessantly, just nonstop, just nonstop barking,
Right.
bring your dog's ass in. You know better. Come on, you're annoying as hell. Stop
Right.
that.
Right.
If you bump your music at some ridiculous level after hours,
Yeah.
like what you do during the week, during the day, like if you
It's
want to
whatever,
open your
right.
garage and have a block party, why do I give a shit?
Right.
You know?
It's 3:00 in the afternoon.
But if it's 9:00 at night, it's time to bring that shit down.
Man, that's too early.
know.
Jeez, come on.
Nah,
9:00
that's
at
about
night.
right.
Barely.
Unless it's Saturday.
barely
Friday or
nighttime,
Saturday.
man. No,
Friday or
come on.
Saturday, that's fine.
At least midnight. 1:00 in the morning. Pushing it.
You're good with that. With your neighbor has a Jack's in there trying to go to sleep. You're not losing your shit. Yeah, you are. I know you are. You're going to come out of that. Hey!
I'm used to hearing that all the time, anyways, man,
Yeah.
from announcing. So it's
Okay,
just,
I got you, man. I hear
it's
you.
nice, soothing.
Yeah,
that's
no.
my
Sure.
hypnotism music that I fall asleep
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, right. Neighbors who yell or fight are often a deal breaker for 88% of Americans. Well, yeah, nobody wants to live next to that. 84% feel the same about those who let their dog bark excessively. Thank you. It's fine to hear it for a minute, but not for an hour. We had one like that. That was another thing at my North Little Rock. About 2 houses down, 2 or 3, there was a dog. Every day they would let it out, and that son of a bitch would bark for hours.
What do you do in that situation? Like, let's say, all right,
At
we've
a
gone
point-
through the process.
at a point, I called the city, the dog pound, or the
No. I'm just saying in general. Like,
Oh.
let's say, all right, Patrick, you sell me a house. I move into it. Month and a half later, I'm calling you up and going, look, Patrick, I don't know what the hell to do, but this neighbor next to me is just, look, if I don't move, I'm going to kill him. Like, they
So-
just annoy the...
I'd want to know what they were doing and how you want to solve it, because there are different ways to do it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I mean, is there like
Well,
a kind of, a way to get out of it and say, look,
No, you can't just unring the bell of the house, but you can help your neighbor find a different path. And so you can go about it a couple different ways. You can out troll him,
Right.
or you can report him ad nauseum until something comes to a head.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So basically, either way, you got to fight. You're stuck. Fight fire with fire,
Yeah,
or
you can do it a
shut
couple
up and
different
deal with
ways.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's.
I just wondered if there was ever like a buyer's remorse thing on.
No, it's not like no. There's not. There's no.
Because I mean, clearly, I'm sure that's happened many times.
I'm sure that
Maybe not to
people-
you, but I'm sure
No.
somebody's bought a house
No,
at some point and then
look,
went, "Oh my God!"
I would think so. There have to be times where you bought it and then you find out your neighbor's an asshole. and
Right.
You're like,
and
oh
you're
my
just
God.
like, I can't believe I spent this amount and
Yeah.
I'm stuck here forever. Yeah.
No, then you have to take some kind of fun action. You have to get joy somehow, and it starts with subscriptions, and it goes from there. That's where it starts. The baseline is gay magazine subscription.
Right.
The gayer, the better. And then just it ramps up from there.
So we'll just have to see in a couple months
know.
if any subscriptions start showing up to
Things-
your new door.
You got to be slick because you can't be caught on camera. So whatever you're doing, you got to be real slick about it. You got to either have a good undercover outfit for nighttime activity,
Right.
But there are things to do. There are things you can do. Yeah. You could make sure you get your treatment, and then you get you some termites.
Oh no, that's horrible.
It is, isn't it?
Why would you do that?
I want my neighbor to leave. I want him to leave. When I introduce a hornet colony into my backyard, my neighbor's not going to like that either.
That's horrible.
I'm not going to go in the backyard anymore because the hornets are mad.
Right.
I'll only go back there to shoot a BB at the nest and set them completely off when the neighbor's outside.
Remind me never-
I'm gonna open my back window, hit that nest with a BB while the neighbor's in his backyard. Those hornets are going to roll out and look at him. And be like, here you go, player. How you like being my neighbor now?
If I ever buy a house and I get a bad neighbor, you're going to be the first person I call and be like, Patrick, what do I do in this situation? Can you come over and help take care of this?
I'm evil, man.
It's horrible.
It is. We got to go. We'll see you next time. Hey. Hold on.
Hang on. We're not ready.
Tomorrow, the big show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Assuming everything goes according to plan.
Right.
Now, this is a big assumption. We are basing this on what other people have told us and will deliver. They're people I trust immensely.
Right.
However, having said that, I am still relying on other people not to have something happen in their life that would disrupt them from showing up here in the morning.
Right.
But assuming
Everything
that
is
everything
good to go.
As I know, as of this moment, the State of the Union's very good.
right.
And that means that tomorrow morning, before
gonna
the
be a
show
hell of
even
a show.
starts, we're going to take psilocybin. And when the show starts, we will not be under the influence at that moment. But
Right.
as the show goes, it will become more and more debilitating for us as you get to witness this experience live.
Yeah.
Now, this is a one-of-a-kind thing. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're not doing this again.
Yeah. I know that probably Rogan may have done something akin to it, maybe somebody, but I think watching it from beginning to end
Right.
on a video like this, seeing it take effect and how it works and the whole gamut of it is a pretty fascinating journey.
Right.
For you, the audience, as well as us. Our journey's better, but yours is really going to be good. So you should tell everybody you know. You should go find people and go, listen, this is what these fools are doing. If you've ever wondered about what this stuff does, watch these two clowns tomorrow, okay? Because they're idiots and they're doing this to try to get people to look at it. But why wouldn't you look at this train wreck that's about to happen
Right.
tomorrow?
It's going to be
Because I
great.
promise you, the guy you hear sitting right here, this guy will evaporate. He will evaporate. And what's left is a whole different animal. It's a whole different animal, man. I'm telling you, people, you don't understand. I get real stupid. Real stupid. Real funny stupid, man. I'm just telling you, you will.
It's going to be a great show. You don't want to miss it.
It's
Set an
gonna
alarm.
be
Set a
great
reminder.
Show.
By
Yeah.
about what? 7 a.m.?
By 7 a.m. at the latest.
Yeah.
It'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may be slightly before that, but by 7 a.m. for sure, without a doubt, it will start.
Right.
And we're going to use orange juice. I'm going to get orange juice because that will reduce the time frame,
Okay.
but intensify the effects. So that'll take us from 5.5, 6 to about 4 hours.
Okay.
So that way that we can not be trapped
Still
here.
have a whole the rest of the day to recover.
I can go home and that's the crazy thing about it is it's not like those kind of things where at the end you're like, oh God,
Right.
unless you've stayed up all night,
Right.
When you will not. So when it's done, you'll just be like,
Oh,
oh, I guess I'll go to work
we're
now.
done? Right.
Yeah, I guess I'll do some work.
Kinda
I guess
like
I got
smoking.
things to do. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I got stuff to do. All right, see y'all later. But the in between, you ain't doing shit with nobody, no business, no nothing. I told Rich, I said, listen, I'm handing my phone to the handler,
Right.
who we expect to be T-Mac. I'm handing her my phone, and I'm going to say, listen, I can ask you
Right.
to play something on my phone. I cannot touch my phone. Do not allow me to touch my phone. Now, if my wife texts, you can ask me what to say. But do not hand me my phone until such time as I'm competent again to be part of the world.
Right.
Because there's no telling what I'll type or say or do.
And be sure to go and vote for all these awesome shows to be awarded on Rcast.
Hey, yeah, please do. It's pinned to the top of our social media pages, the Rcast Awards. I believe they're in November, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And so we've been nominated for 7 or 8 pieces of hardware, and it'd be awesome if we were able to get, even one would be great. I mean, as they say, yes, it's an honor to be nominated, but we would love to win.
Right.
I mean, who wouldn't, right? That'd be cool. That'd be a great story to tell.
We're putting our minds on the line for this.
Yeah, we literally could go insane tomorrow just to entertain you. So just keep that in mind and tell your friends and be here tomorrow for this show. You don't want to miss it.
Have a good one, y'all.
Late.